What's good, team? Welcome back to a new video. And today we are already at episode 10 of the What is Profitability series. Today we're talking about profitability and how it isn't linear. You have to embrace the ups, the downs, and the plateaus. So, you ever feel like you're doing everything right, but getting nowhere? Like the market's just not rewarding you right now. You're just showing up, following your rules, being disciplined, but your account is just stuck or even bleeding a little bit. Bleeding meaning that it's going down slowly. That used to make me spiral, me personally, because I think, did I lose my edge? Am I going backwards? Am I actually ever going to be profitable? Take your breath, guys. All part of the journey. It's all normal. I'm here to reassure you, do not worry about a thing. Okay, everything's on track. This episode right here is especially important because what nobody tells you is profitability is not linear. It's not a straight shot to the top. It's not a green week after green week. It's more like a messed up staircase. You move up, then sideways, down, flat, boom, big breakout, little lower, big breakout. Like it depends. And in this video, I'm going to show you guys what real growth looks like. Okay, I'll share with you guys my own setbacks, the patterns that I've seen in profitable traders, and how to keep pushing through, especially when you feel stuck. Okay, so the first part is going to be about the lie. The once in I'm good, it'll be easy. There's this illusion that people have when they start trading, where that like once you finally hit profitability, the money just rolls in every day, every week, like kind of like a salary, right? But real traders know that's not how this works. This isn't a paycheck. It's not a linear income. It's not consistent ROI per week. This is a game of probabilities over a long sample size. Okay. So even if you're at the best at execution, even if your edge is real, the market still moves in streaks. Some days you catch clean setups and print money. Other days you do everything right and it still doesn't work. And that's normal. That's expected. That's trading. Now, I'll tell you guys about one of my biggest plateaus. I was trading really well, right? Clean execution, solid risk, consistent day. I had a 6 week win streak. 6 week win streak. I felt unstoppable. Okay. At this point in my head, I was profitable. That was maybe like 2, 3 years ago. Now I was profitable, but you guys don't understand what I mean. So I thought I had cracked the code. Okay. I increased my size, not by much, but just enough to level up. Okay. And then the market changed. Choppy weeks, no clear bias, news all over the place. My setup, me personally, I still followed my rules, right? But they kept missing. Instead of banking, I was giving everything back. I was giving everything away. Okay, that plateau lasted nearly a month. A month. So I had 6 good weeks, or it was 5 or 6 really good weeks of like winning straight, and then a month plateau. I started overthinking, right? I started thinking, do I need a new strategy? Should I add indicators? Was I ever actually good at this, or was I just lucky? But I stuck to my plan, okay? I reduced my size, I took care of myself outside the charts, and when the market opened up again, I was ready, okay? That's when I learned the lesson that the market is not always optimal throughout the whole year, and you need to play defense, okay? That was a very important lesson, by the way. That was like 3 years ago, like I said. For the next 2 weeks after that plateau, I made more than the 6 good ones before it. Because that's when I learned that it's not about chasing the profits, it's about surviving the flat line. It's about surviving when things are bad and capitalizing when things are good. Sorry. That's what trading is all about, really. And here's what most people do wrong during the phase, okay? They overreact, they panic when results stall. They think, I need to change something and fast. And that's when the spiral starts. Once you change something, you're unsure. If you're unsure, you miss your trading. If you miss your trades, you spiral more. And it's going like that, okay? You're system hopping. You start second guessing your strategy. You abandon your edge. The one that you've been refining for months, by the way, because it didn't work for 2 weeks. That makes no sense at all, right? When I say you have a friend, you've been good friends with him for 10 years, and you get on a stupid fight, you're not talking for maybe 3 weeks, 2 weeks. You're gonna cancel that friend forever? No, he's a good friend. Had a little fight, you know? You're forcing trades, you try to manufacture a win, you over leverage, you take shitty trades, and just like that, one bad day wipes out weeks of good work. Weeks. And I'm not even exaggerating, honestly. One bad day where you took could honestly wipe months of work. You get also an identity crisis, which is this one's kind of deep, honestly. It's when your results drop and you start doubting your own ability, and this is really hard on the mental health, and you start confusing the outcome with your worth. And that's where a lot of traders quit because you think you're not good at this, you're not cut out for this, you're not made for this, you're not good at it, you've been playing for so long, you have results, and that's when traders quit. I'm telling you, don't quit. Now, I uh I wrote down a quote from a book that I really like, which is about how traders think differently, really. Okay? Because James Clear, which is he's an author, he said it best in his book Atomic Habits. Okay, he said the work you do in silence is what breaks through in public. Trading is the same way. Your biggest breakthrough are built in the silent weeks. Nobody's watching. That's why consistency and effort matters more than perfection in output. Okay, so what that means is that if you consistently, you know, put effort and try to get better and work through this, it's much, much, much better than just getting a good outcome once in a while. Okay. So if you're reached this point in the video, you need to figure out what phase you were in. Are you in the plateau phase, which is no net growth basically, and what happens when you're in the plateau is honestly you're just not seeing growth. What you should do is keep executing and journal your entries. Are you in drawdown, that's what happens when you're on the losing streak. What you should do would be to reduce your size and review your setup. Drawdown happens. So it's okay. Don't get over fixated on that. If you're in a big drawdown, start reevaluating. If you're break even right now, if you're at a win loss balance, you need to focus on your psychology and your process. And if you're in a breakout phase, you have a spike in profits, you need to scale with caution and protect your capital. Okay, you need to learn how to identify your current phase, and not every slow week is a red flag. It might just be a plateau waiting to break, which is fine. And this is why so few traders last. When the results go flat, they think it's over. They don't realize that the market is just floating the slingshot. Okay? If you can stay steady during the stretch, the reward will come to you. Most people quit 3 feet before hitting gold. And this is the game, and it's rigged to filter out the impatient. That's how it's built. That's how it works, okay? So as final takeaways, kind of real growth looks boring before it looks explosive, right? Plateaus are proof you're building consistency, and don't judge yourself by P&L, judge yourself by process. The dip does not mean you lost your edge. It means the market is testing it, okay? Profitability is not a straight line. It's a storm, it's a drought. It's a long, boring stretch of waiting and then a breakout. But if you can survive those plateaus, if you can trust the work when it's not paying off yet, if you can execute with consistency even when your results don't validate you, that's when you win. That's when the real edge kicks in. The market pays those who wait, not those who rush. Remember that. Stay focused, stay patient, stay dangerous, guys. You guys got this. On that note, I'm JD Trades. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Don't forget to comment, subscribe, and I love you. Peace.